Yo, what it do, YouTube? You already know it's Cookem Gaming coming at you with another YouTube video. So today, what we're gonna be doing is creating my build, the best power forward build on this game, without a doubt. There's no contest. Best power forward build on the game. It does everything you need to do, plus more. It literally dominates the court. Like, I had it actually made for me recently, right before the combine, right on time for the combine, and I was going crazy with this build in the combine. It made the game so easy. Now, I did a lot of research before I made this build, because I'm not one to just go make a build just to be able to play at the position. I want to make sure my build is optimized so I don't have to go and make other builds. So I did research. I said, what are the best players using? I asked them, they sent me their builds. I look at it, a lot of great builds, but I'm like, what are these builds missing? So I go and I look, I'm like, this one has this but doesn't have this. The third one might have like less defense, right? And then I'm like, no, I need more defense than that. I'm a power forward. So I go and I tweak this and that, and the third, whatever, and I came out with the best one. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk you guys through it, and we're gonna make the best build in the game together. All right, so first of all, obviously position power forward. I choose right-handed, doesn't matter, whichever you prefer, left-handed, right-handed. Jersey number, you already know. The most important part of this build, we always pick number 3 on every build. D Wade, shout out D Wade, favorite player of all time, Wade County, you already know, from Miami. Now, for weight, 233. All right, gonna pick 233. Wingspan, max it out, we're a power forward. Body shape matters more than you think. Okay, so the reason why is because it actually affects your wingspan. So I have to show you guys. So watch, look at my player's arms and look at his hands to his legs. So the two best are slight and defined. When I switch to built or burly, see how my hands get up higher? My wingspan's less. And my theory behind it, I'm pretty sure, because this makes the most sense. Like, no one's ever come out and said why, but I'm pretty sure the reason why is because if you pick built or burly, the shoulders are wider. Like, you have a bigger chest. So your wingspan to be 7'7" regardless, that means your arms would have to be shorter because now your chest is longer. And same thing vice versa, when your chest is smaller, to reach the 7'7" wingspan, your arms are gonna have to be a little longer. So you're saying, you might be thinking, all right, then your wingspan's still 7'7", right? Yeah, but your arms are longer. So your reach forward, your reach is what the difference is. So you always want to go slight or defined on every build, period. Doesn't even matter, even centers. You don't want to be burly or built, just because that wingspan makes a difference. So max wingspan, and for body shape, I went with defined. Now continue. Now, we're gonna max out our layup. We're gonna max out our driving dunk. We're gonna put our standing dunk to 79. For mid-range, we maxed it out. 3-ball, maxed it out. Free throw, 64. All right, if you take off your meter, and Michael Jordan is the popular free throw, so you put on Michael Jordan, you shouldn't need a higher free throw. Without the meter, you're gonna green your free throw more. I know now that you were able to put the meter on just your free throw instead of your jump shot, that's become very popular to do, and it makes sense to do it. 100% do it if you have a high free throw. But if you have a lower free throw and you're gonna be wideing and missing, when you take off your meter, you're able to green every single one. All right, so with the lower free throw, take off your meter, 100%. Now, this right here is something that pretty much all the power forward builds are missing, and this is why I say mine's is better. So you max out your ball handling, max out your speed with ball, and then you put your passing accuracy to 80. So this is the difference. Now, when you hit 90, 98, not even 99, 98, you get Hall of Fame bullet passer, and that's why this build is different. Hall of Fame bullet passer does make a difference. On any build you want, at least gold, period. But Hall of Fame does make a difference from gold, like a decent difference, a noticeable difference. So that's one of the reasons. And the second reason this build is different is when you have 80 passing accuracy, you unlock your playmaking takeovers. So you're the power forward, you're playing pro-am or rec. You're supposed to be the supportive build for your team. Even in the park, you're like the supportive person, you're the power forward. So what the playmaking takeover does, you're supporting your teammates. So when you get like a steal or maybe a few dunks, threes out the corners, whatever, you got hot shot and that stuff on. Now you get your takeover, you turn it on, all your teammates' attributes go up. So you're helping your teammates tremendously with this. So that's why I say this is different. Now, interior defense almost maxed out. It's going to be above 90 when you hit 97. Your perimeter defense, 68. Your steal, max that out. Your block, 1 under max. Defensive rebound, also you nearly max. You put it at 88 and you leave the offensive rebound lower. Now, you're typically not going to go for O boards too much. You're going to try to get back on defense. Sometimes you go for O boards, but the smarter thing to do when you're playing, you're playing power forward or whatever, you're not going to go for the O boards that much. You want to get back on defense. So offensive rebounds are just not as important. Defensive rebounds are extremely important. So I'm saving attributes by not putting up my offensive rebound and just focusing on defensive rebound. I'm still going to get Hall of Fame rebound chaser, and since when I hit 99, I'll have a 92 defensive rebound. I'm going to snag over people. That's fine. So that's why I did that. Now we go to the physicals. Boom. Max that. You don't touch your strength. Actually, you put it 2 down to 63. You max your vertical. Put your stamina to 70. And you put up your acceleration to 66. Okay? And this is the build. You get 13 finishing, 11 shooting, 13 playmaking, 23 defense. You might also be saying, oh, but people are out here with builds of 25, 25, 25, 25. Yes, but that's extra. You don't need all that. And it's like, oh, but it helps and it makes it. Okay, but when you do that, I know for a fact, if you have 25, 25, 25, 25, you're missing like 4 important aspects to your build attribute-wise that make a huge difference in the game. I almost put $100 down. You're missing interior defense. You're probably missing steal, one or the other, probably both. You're missing a high standing dunk. I don't know. You're missing a lot. So, because you're putting up, when you put up the important attributes, it takes up more of your attributes, and that's why you end up with less badges. So I did a combination that gets you a lot of the important things, plus playmaking, that playmaking takeover. You get your 23 defensive badges. You don't need more than that. Your physicals are maxed for the most part. So this build is glitchy. Everything you need from the power forward. You're gonna have hot shot. You're gonna green every single 3 ball. You're gonna have Hall of Fame posterizer. You're gonna have I put gold heat seeker is how I do it. I'll show you guys how I badge it out now. All right. So the build has everything you need. Now primary takeover, like I said, team ratings boost, team's ratings boost. There's other playmaking takeovers like team takeover boost. I actually have not labbed this, and I really wanted to, because I want to know how glitchy this is. Because if somebody has hot shot like Hall of Fame and I have this, right, and let's say I activate it, if they make 1 3, do they get their takeover? Because with hot shot Hall of Fame, it takes 2 3s to make it. So if it still takes 2 with this is the most useless takeover. But if it turns it to 1 shot, and this takeover is super glitchy. Because what if I can get this, I turn it on, and my teammate can get his team takeover in like 3 shots? Now that would be crazy. And then there's team badge boost, but it has to be straight up from an assist, so I don't put it on. I focus on team ratings boost, because you don't have to be a part of the play. If you just turn on this takeover, your whole team, their attributes go up by a lot. So team rating boost for both. And that's the build. Let's see its comparisons. A 2-way post playmaker. I'm compared to Chris Webber, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Anthony Davis. Those are some 3 elite all-time basketball players. Everyone, whenever they're like, oh, who's your NBA comparison? And you're like a power forward or a center, who do you compare yourself to? You always say Giannis or AD. Hey man, I'm just saying. Now, let me show you guys how I do the badges, okay? So, start with finishing. Obviously, is a given. Posterizer Hall of Fame, Heat Seeker Gold. Because Gold and Hall of Fame have the same amount of makes to get you to your primary and secondary takeover. It only makes a difference to get to your team takeover. It takes one extra shot. So I'm fine with gold. I put Lob City on bronze and Slithery Hall of Fame. I actually have one left over. I put Lob City on silver. That's what I do. So this is how I did my finishing badges on my build. Then I go to shooting. Blinders Hall of Fame. Period. Odds 100 gold. Period. Hot shot gold. Period. Catch and shoot bronze. That's it. That's all you need. You should be able to green every time with this. This isn't a hard 2K to shoot. This is almost the easiest 2K to shoot ever. Not ever. I'm exaggerating. But in a while. Because lately it's been very, very, very badge dependent. Especially old gen. Old gen was by far the most badge dependent for shooting any 2K's ever been. So it's really crazy to go 360 and next gen be one of the easiest. Like, you don't need badges to green every time. But this is all you need. And take it from me, I had one of the best shooting percentages in the whole combine at my position. Probably period, actually. I shot 80% from 3 throughout the whole combine. I was playing against top tier draftable players, not random rec players. Playmaking. Bullet Passer Hall of Fame. You already know. Then we go quick first step, max that out. You always max that out, period. Unpluckable bronze, you never really need higher than bronze. I always put it bronze, you're not gonna get ripped. Then we go to break starter bronze. Oh, and I put downhill Hall of Fame. And there we go, that's what I do. You don't need downhill Hall of Fame. That's what I've been running, but you could easily change it and put it somewhere else. Maybe you wanna help your team out and put floor general for them so everyone's attributes go up. That's fine. Maybe somebody else puts floor general on so you don't have to. You could do higher break starter because you're rebounding. You want to make sure that shit goes through. You don't need higher than bronze for that either. You could do bailout bronze, needle threader hall. You could do needle threader Hall of Fame, and your passes are gonna be dots with bullet passer, needle threader. Whew. But anyways, downhill Hall of Fame. I'm trying to score. I get that rebound. I'm taking it coast to coast. I'm making a play. Defense. Your main role as a power forward, swinging out that corner, you're playing defense, you're playing the lanes, you're stealing. So, chase down artist bronze. You never need chase down artist higher than that on any build, because when you put it bronze, that's when it unlocks all the chase down block animations. You don't need it higher. You put it higher, yeah, you'll get them a little more often, but not unless you have badges to throw around. And you'd be surprised. You'd think 23 is enough. It's not. It's enough, but like to start throwing around extras, nah, you need like 27 for that. But it's not a necessity to have chase down any higher. Interceptor is a necessity. You put this on Hall of Fame. That's your main job. You're playing the lanes. You're also dropping from the corner onto the center and helping out. So rim protector Hall of Fame. You're gonna go rebound chaser Hall of Fame. You're also rebounding. Come on, these are obvious. Box out bronze, because you're gonna box out from the corner a lot too. Bronze is all you need also, you don't need higher than that. Intimidator Hall of Fame, because Intimidator, you're gonna scare people. And then for the last one, now this badge right here is banned in most leagues, so you don't use it, but it was allowed in the combine, so everyone had that on, and I put that on Hall of Fame. But what I normally do is Defensive Leader Hall of Fame to help your teammates out. You want to bring out their attributes. You know, typically the power forward and the lock, both of them will figure out. Typically the power forward puts defensive leader and the lock will have like floor general, or maybe the power forward will have floor general and defensive leader. But it's your role to put it on. Now, if you're just playing rec casually, because this is speaking a little more to on the competitive side, if you're playing rec and staying casual doesn't mean like you suck. It can be 95 win percentage, but you're casual in the sense that you're not trying to go pro or nothing like that. You don't need defensive leader on. You could put something else to because you want to show off or go crazy and have like nice highlights. Chase down artist Hall of Fame. Boom, there you go. And the last one you could put for pickpocket, silver. There you go. You're gonna get steals. You have like a 90 something steal. You could do this too. You have like a 90 something steal. You're gonna get steals regardless, like even on the ball. But this is what I run. So now you guys see my build. You already know. This is the best build in the game. We're not playing around. Okay. This is Cookum Gaming, man. Thanks for coming through and watching this video. I hope you guys try out my build at least. I promise you, you won't regret it. All right. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out.